Welcome to Fitzy's Fabulous Scrapbooks. I'm Michelle Fitzgerald, aka Fitzy, and I'm an independent advisor for Creative Memories Scrapbooking, and I'm here to help you make your scrapbooks fabulous. Today, I'm going to show you a little, I was playing around with the Damask Flourish border punch. I've been having a lot of fun with this one. It's so pretty. The design is very intricate, and you'll see it on my overhead cam in a second. But what I realized is I created something and I did like just a little boo-boo, nothing major, but enough where it would bother me, right? So I figured if I made this mistake, somebody else may have too. So I thought I would just go back and show you, and then I have another little thing to show you with it too. So this will probably be a quick one, but that is because I am also in the middle of preparing for a month's worth of big events for me. So I have my scrapbooking retreat next weekend for my clients down on Cape Cod. If you're from New England, it's on the Cape. And after that, the following weekend, I have an advisor training that I'm presenting at. And then at the end of February, I am so delighted and excited to let all of you know that I will be a guest presenter on the Creative Cafe International online event. They're also known as CCI. So I know there are a lot of you out there that have probably done at least one, if not more, of their events. This is their 10th event, and they have asked me to be a guest presenter, and I am so excited. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be happening on the weekend of February 24th, 25th, and 26th. And I believe if you register now, before January 3rd, it's only $49 for the whole weekend. And you get 6 live classes and 6 live mini classes. So you get a lot, and you'll have 6 different instructors teaching you on that weekend. I will be one of the 6. So I'm just looking after January 30th, the price goes up just a little bit. Now, they don't give you a goodie box. What you do is they give you a supply list, and then you go and get whatever you think you need to add to your stash to get the projects done that we create on CCI. So it's very exciting, and I would love to have as many of you join us as possible. So after this video is over, I will put the registration link for the CCI event in the description on this video. And I hope a lot of you will be able to join us. And please let them know when you register. Fitzy sent you. All right, so I'm going to go down now. Oops, got to get the right mouse here. I have 2 laptops going on here, as always. So let's get down to my workspace here and get started. Okay, so here is what I was playing around with. And it's beautiful. I don't know, something about this punch, I just really love it. Okay. And at first glance, this is beautiful, right? But what I noticed, and I'm going to point out to you now, and for some of you, if I didn't point it out, you might not even notice or even care. But for those of you who are a little more particular, and I know I can be that way myself, I just want you to notice how if you look at this end and then you come up and look at this end, they're not the same. All right. So I didn't center these well. So I'm going to show you the technique, but I'm actually going to show you how to center it as well to make it look like this. So it's not a huge difference, but if you're somebody who's, maybe a little bit of a perfectionist, this will be the better way to go. All right. But I just love this look right now. something else you can do, let me just grab this cardstock here. Now, this would make a great one-page spread. And what I would do is put photos here and photos here and let that design just be like the focal point along with your photos, right? So you wouldn't have to do a lot of decorating and whatnot. However, you can make this a really cool two-page spread. And look what happens here. I'm going to push this over just so you can get the total effect. But look at how that comes out. Doesn't that look cool? And so you get tons of space here for photos, and then over here and over here. So, excuse me, lots of room for photos with this little layout. All right. So how do we create this? So you might have seen these when I first started the video here. So I took a piece of 12 by 12 paper and I folded it in half on the diagonal. All right. So if you look at this, it's just a regular 12 by 12 piece of paper. This is from the Our Moments collection. All right. And so now that I have my triangle, let me unlock my punch. And we're going to start with the folded edge. Oh, and before we do that, I just want to, I need a pencil. I want to take the point, this middle point here, and put it on a 6-inch line. And then I'm going to come up to the top and I'm going to put a little pencil mark here, just enough so I can see it. All right. And I might make it just a little bit longer. So for the first punch, I'm going to turn this upside down. Now, what's really cool about this punch is this little piece right here gives you a definite center point. And that's really important to get this here. That's a better angle to get this layout correct. All right. So we have that center point right there. And now I'm going to put my paper with the folded edge going into the punch. And I'm going to line that pencil mark. Just trying to see it, and then I'll show you. You may not be able to see the pencil mark, but it is right under that point. All right, because that's the center point. So now I am just going to, if I push in on the punch just a little bit, it grabs it and holds it in place. And then if I give it a second punch, it punches through. So now you have something that looks like this. All right. So now I don't necessarily have to keep this upside down. So what I can do is put the punch back down. And I'm going to slide one side in, doesn't matter which side. And I'm going to make sure that I line the tip with this pattern that's on the side tray. So whichever side you're going to start punching, this should be on the other side on that tray, fully covering the pattern. And then you're just going to punch. And you're going to go and cover the pattern again with the next punch. And go again. And again. All right. So here is side one. Now I'm going to come back and, oops, I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to cover this side. I just want to make sure I'm lined up good. And I am. And I'm going to go this way. And the key is to just keep covering the pattern that's on the tray. And I think I have one punch left. All right. So now, look at all the, there's a lot of fallout that comes from that. All right. So now I'm going to open this up and it's just a little stuck here. So I'm just going to give it a little snip. All right. So now we have this here. So now we have these two little ends. Now, some people might want to keep that little end, and you totally can. I think that works really well. And let me just show you the difference. Let's put this one just so you can see. So see how we have these two little ends here? I just basically cut the ends off of this one, but it gives you two different looks, and they're actually both really pretty. So you could really do it either way. And what's nice is now this is centered. It's not off like it was on that last one. All right. So if you don't like this part, just take your scissors. It's a very easy one little snip right here. Just snip this little piece right here and it'll come. Let me put it over black so you can see it. That little piece right there, just snip that and it'll be perfect. And you do that on all four sides. Now I kind of like this look, so I'm going to leave it like that because I like how it gives this shape at each end too, right? It's really pretty. So this is a fun one to play around with. So now I'm going to show you a couple of other things. So this one, isn't this pretty? Now I'm not sure if I would do both designs on the same paper, but I just wanted to show you different looks you can get for your corners and how to go about getting those looks. All right. So let's see. Again, we're going to take a piece of 12 by 12 paper and fold it in half on the diagonal. Okay. And then we're going to, let's see. We're going to take the punch. And this time, if you notice, I may have shown this in another video, but just in case you forgot, I want you to pay attention to the silver line on the tray. And it's on this side, and it's also on this side. Okay. So I'm going to put this paper in. The folded edge will go in first, just like last time. But now this little pointy edge here, this little pointy tip, I'm going to line up on that. Oops, is there something in there? If you're not sure if there's a little something stuck, sometimes, oh yeah, there is a piece of paper in there. Let me just pull that out. But the multi-purpose tool is really good just to slide it in and get out any leftover debris that may be there, okay? But you're going to take this little tip here and you're going to line it up to that silver line, all right? And once you've lined it up, you're going to go ahead and punch, all right? And then I'm going to take my multi-purpose tool and just pull out that little corner. It seems like every time I did it, that little corner just stayed there. So wanted to make sure I got that out. So now I'm going to take this point and do the same thing, but on the opposite side. So I'm just going to put the folded edge in, line the point up to that silver line, and punch. Oop, and that one didn't completely come off, just a little snip. Okay. So now when I open it up, it looks like this. Let me get a little something to put this on. Just what's that? Isn't that pretty? So that is one way. That's how you would get this corner look. All right. And then I'm just going to fold this paper again. And this time, I think what I did on this one, let me just move this out of the way. Isn't it fun to play with the punches though and see what they do? So I'm going to take, this is the folded edge right here. Now I'm going to take one side, doesn't matter. I can do the left or I can do the right. So I'm just going to start with the right first. And I'm going to line it up to that. I think I lined it up to the silver. So let's try it. I can always fold another piece of paper if that doesn't work. All right. So now you're going to get something that looks like this. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to line it up to this silver line. So on the opposite tray. So we lined up on this side first. Now we're lining up on this side. And now we're going to punch. And look at this. Isn't that fun? So you get two different looks. And it just dresses up the page so nicely. Okay. So that was my fun with the Damask Flourish border punch. And actually, this is a border frame punch because it has that silver line on the tray. And that's how you know when it's a frame punch. If there's a silver line on both trays, that means it's a frame punch, which means you can go around and make a whole frame on this whole paper if you chose to. Now, if you're looking to do that, I have another video from a few weeks ago where I did make a whole frame. So you can see that. And I'll link that video to this one, just so you know. All right. I am going to come back up to me now. Let's just get my spotlight. Here we go. Hello. So that's it for today. I'm very happy that you could join me. But I am working so feverishly hard to get everything ready for my clients who are really excited for the weekend, and I am too. So I will be back. Even though I'm away next weekend, I will have another video just for all of you. So we'll have to wait and see what it's going to be. I hope you liked this video. And if you did, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button. The more people subscribe, the more my videos get out to people who may need some little scrapbooking hints and tips. So that's what I'm here for, to give little tips and hints and hacks and all that fun stuff. I hope you're all doing well this week. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me at fitzy'sfabulousScrapbooks@gmail.com. You're also welcome to join our Facebook group, which is called FRQ Glitz Girls Scrapbooking Group. All right. So I'm going to leave you all with this for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing with it. And I really hope that you play with your punches too. You're going to see that there's so much you can do with these. They're just so much fun. Really sit down sometime, take an hour and just punch paper. It's very stress relieving too. Who needs to relieve stress? Let me know in the comments. Is anybody stressed out? Punching paper really does that for me. It's a great stress reliever. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.